What? You don't have to do this. You hit like a bedridden old woman. We don't have anything to discuss, worm. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks. Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way. I'll tell you what I know. Have you got it? What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm? Hit me. Get away from me. No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead. I can take anything you've got. I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust. Perhaps not, then. Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is. No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this woman is trying to kill me. She's not who you think she is. No, that's not what I meant. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know? Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. You'll need to punch me until I'm bleeding and weak. Go on. This is nothing compared to the Legion's training. Good. But for her to trust you to re-enter the room, she'll need to believe you've been doing what she expects of you. But somehow I think I'll manage. I must admit that a conversation with an imbecile may be far worse than the kind of torture I was anticipating. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. When I saw him last, it was ages ago. He was training to be an agent of Caesar's Frumentari. Apparently he passed the trials, and what a job he's done to achieve such a rank. I have no doubt he'll deliver a crippling blow to the NCR while he's here, perhaps many. I have heard that he's been radioing high-level NCR intelligence back to Caesar's camp virtually every night. But never mind that now. We don't have much time. If you can get me a weapon, the rest will be easy. I don't know what name he goes by here, but I saw him when they brought me in, and I recognized him. When she comes back, I want you to go and get it for me. Simple enough. In the hall outside, they still have my possessions in a locker. There's a gun in there that should be small enough to get past the lieutenant. You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place. I know of only the one other, though I wouldn't be surprised if there were a great many. Very well. I don't know why I'm taking this chance on an invalid. I'll explain again. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him. Hurry! I'm going to pretend to be unconscious. Let them send you out so no one suspects you. When I'm alone with a guard, I'll shoot him and leave in his uniform. Good. Give it to me. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Lieutenant, your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate. Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours. I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it. And who is this friend of yours? Of course. You're getting nothing from me. Lieutenant, this woman is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me. Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me. Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know. It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced. Of course I'm right. If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have her torn apart by dogs. If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs. Your tactics are a joke. Both of you can rot. Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant? I love how tightly they fit. Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. Oh? For whom? You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do? Go to hell. Let's see you try. Beat me all you like, but it won't make my information any more useful. You can take what I have or leave it. You've made your intentions clear. The Legion has abandoned me. I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my cantery. You think I could get where I was in the Legion army if I feared death? No, you slimy bastard! No! You cursed bitch! If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion as I see it. Caesar's eyes truly are everywhere. And here I thought they'd send assassins instead. Did the officer send you? I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that. I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Cato Nulli. I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead. You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? Coward. I've faced odds that would make your NCR soldiers wet themselves. I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken. My only hope is to escape and disappear. But if I escape and he reports it, they'll hunt me down as long as I live. It served me to report him as much as it served you. Then you're a fool. That man reports to Caesar on what I do here. The Legion isn't going to take me back. It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm. What? What do you mean? Take your time. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn. You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why? And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile. Then he's a fool. I knew you'd be reasonable. Now, how did you find me? Did the officer send you? I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble. No, stay away from me. Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot. What? No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.